Okay, good morning, class. Today I'm going to be dictating from phrases. So if you go into your Q&A phrases, handouts for class, and then it'll be briefs and phrases for testimony. Okay, briefs and phrases for testimony. And so it's 2 pages. So make sure that you go into handouts for class, start here, the tab, handouts for class, and then under Q&A phrases, it'll be there, okay? Q&A phrases. And so make sure you have your sheets, a notebook, and I'm gonna start covering them, okay? So you have, some of these are redundant, remember, we've already covered them, but the more you cover them, the easier they'll be to remember them. You've got accident occurred. Accident occurred is 1 stroke. S-D-U-R-D. Accident occurred. Okay? Very good to know that. You've got actual. Very important to know this. Actual is T-W-A-U-L. T-W-A-U-L. Okay? Actual. You've got actually, the long A. Actually, T-W long A-L. Actually. You've got all right, L-R-T, initial L, final R, L, final R-T. You've got all the, A-U-L-T, A-U-L-T. Remember, these are the phrases that you're going to hear. They're the most commonly used phrases. So make sure that you know how to use them, that you write them, that you make your flashcards. Very, very important. Almost is L-M. Almost is L-M. You've got and a is S-K-P-A. S-K-P-A. Huh. And S-K-P-A, I don't know why and let's change that. So and A is going to be Control D. I don't know if it's coming out that way on your screen. Let me select it. So we're going to write A-N-D-A. Let me see if it comes out now. I don't know why it's coming out like that. That's wrong. So I don't know. It might be entered wrong. So we'll have to change that. You have and he is S-K-P-E, S-K-P-E for and he. You've got and he said, S-K-P-E-B-S. Remember, said in a phrase is final B-S, said. And he said. You've got and he was, S-K-P-E-F-S, S-K-P-E-F-S. You have and I, S-K-P-I. That's why you want to use that S-K-P because you can phrase with it. Otherwise, you have A and D and you can't phrase. Okay? You've got and I was, S-K-P-I-F-S, S-K-P-I-F-S. And was, S-K-P-F-S. Just a minute, let me move that camera back a little bit. And was, S-K-P-F-S. Okay? S-K-P-F-S. Sorry about that. You have and what? And what is S-K-P with the W-H-A for what? Might be a hard stroke, you all. S-K-P, W-H-A, and what? And it's not coming out, so let me enter it. S-K-P, W-H-A. It's a hard stroke. So if you don't like it, don't use it. Control D, and I'm gonna write and what? And then okay. Okay, and then we've got, let me make sure it comes out again. That's why your finger exercises are important, okay? And what is, you just add the final S. And that came out. You have, and what was, SKP, what, and then final FS. That's hard too. Those are hard. You have another is AOT, AOT for another. You have any is NI, any is NI. You have anybody, NIB, anybody, NIB. You have anything is NIG, anything, NIG. You have anything else, NIG, and then add the LS. Anything else, NIG, add the LS for anything else. You have, as I understand, SINDZ, as I understand, SINDZ, and then you have as you were, SURP. That's a good one, as you were, SURP. At that point, TAP asterisk, TAPT asterisk. At the point, TEPT asterisk, TEPT asterisk. At the point, you've got at this point, TIPT asterisk, TIPT asterisk. At what point? TWHAPT, TWHAPT with an asterisk. Let me see, and I don't think that came out. TW. Some of these are hard. HAPT. And it came out. At what point? You have at the time of that accident. At the time of that accident. NAFX with an asterisk. And that's at the time. Let me enter that. Control D. And we're going to write at the time of that accident. Make sure you typed it incorrectly or correctly. Okay, and then you've got, let me make sure it came out. At the time of that accident, NAFX with an asterisk, NAFX with an asterisk. Okay, and then you have the next one you're probably going to have to enter, NEFX with an asterisk. It came out. And EFX with an asterisk is at the time of the accident. The is the E. At the time of this accident, NIFX asterisk. NIFX asterisk. So it didn't come out. So let me enter it, Control D. And I'm going to write at the time of this accident. Sorry, let me see if I'm writing it correctly. At the time of this accident. Okay, at the time of this accident, let's write it again, NIFX with an asterisk, good. And then you've got backup is BAUP, backup, BAUP, and if you want the if you want it as one word, put the asterisk in. Those are very good to know, okay, backup. Beginning, you can write in one stroke, G-I-N-G. G-I-N-G for beginning. You've got concerned. You can add the N, the ending to it. K-R-N, final D, concerned. Conscious, K-O-R-B-S, conscious, K-O-R-B-S. Contact is cat. K-A-K-T, contact, K-A-K-T. Continued, K-O-N-T, come back D. K-O-N-T, come back final D. Courtroom is Kroom, K-R-A-O-M, Kroom, K-R-A-O-M. This next one is very good to know, you all. It's day or night. Day or night is D-A-O-R-N-T. D-A-O-R-N-T, day or night. You've got December, D-E-S, December, D-E-S. Defendant, D-F-T. Defense, D-E-F-S, defense. Did he say, D-E-B-Z? So says is B-S in a phrase. I don't know, I can't think of one. He says is S-E-B-S, says, said is B-S. Says is, say is B-Z. Did he, B-Z, or did he say? Did you say, did you, is D-U-B-Z. Okay, make sure you know that say in a phrase is B-Z. Direct your attention, you hear that a lot. D-R-U-R-N-G-S. D-R-U-R-N-G-S. Direction is D-R-E-X with an asterisk. Direction, D-R-E-X with an asterisk. Disturbance, make sure you know disturbance is DURBS, D-U-R-N-S. Disturbance, D-U-R-N-S. DUI is just stroked out. Female, make sure you know that, F-A-E-L. Female is F-A-E-L. For the, you know that, initial F, final R-T, for the. And then you have forward, F-W-A-R-D, forward. Might be a hard stroke. Have you been, S-U, S-R-U-B, have you been? He said, H-E-B-S, H-E-B-S. How many? H-O-U-M, how many? H-O-U-M. How much? H-O-U-F-P. H-O-U-F-P. How was? H-O-U-F-S. H-O-U-F-S. How were? H-O-U-R-P. How were? I believe is I-B-L. I didn't, Y-I-N-T. I didn't, Y-I-N-T. I didn't know is Y-I-N with an asterisk. Y-I-N with an asterisk. I don't, Y-O-N-T. Y-O-N-T. I don't remember is Y-O-R-M. Y-O-R-M. I understand is I-N-D-Z. I-N-D-Z. I wasn't. So you can write I was and then come back N-T. And it'll change it to I wasn't. I would, I-L-D. I would. I would say, I-L-D-Z. Add the Z and it becomes I would say. If you would, F-U-L-D. Immediately, immediately, M long E-D, come back L-I. In fact, you need to know this is N final F-T. Initial N final F-T, in fact. Information is N-F-G-S. Intentionally, intention and then Ali is L-I. Right, intention first and then Lee. Involved, V-O-V. Can you have the ending? No. V-O-V, come back D, or V-O-F, come back D. They both come out. Is that S-T-H-A? Those finger exercises come handy. S-T-H-A. Is that the? S-T-H-A-T. S-T-H-A-T. Is this? S-T-H. Is this? S-T-H. Is T-S. It is T final S, initial T final S. January, J-A-N. Jury, J-U-R. Just a second is J-E-K-D. Just a second, J-E-K-D. Ladies and gentlemen, L long A-J. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, add the R, L long A, R J. R for jury. Many is initial M. March is M-A-R asterisk. Maybe is may, come back B. When you want it as two words, maybe. Maybe one word is M long A B. May have is M long A F. More, initial M, final R. Initial M, final R. Going on to the next page. More than, make sure you know more than. Initial M, so you write more like that, put the final N with it, and it becomes more than. Mother, M-O-E-R asterisk, M-O-E-R asterisk. Motor vehicle, M long O-V-K. Motor vehicle. Officer is A-U-F-R-S. Okay is long OK with an asterisk. Long OK with an asterisk. Patrol is P-R-O-L. P-R-O-L. People, P long E-P-L. Period is P long E-R-D. P long E-R-D for period. Person is P-E-R-N. Pern is person. Police is plis. Police department is P-L-D. Initial P-L-D. You've got prison is P-R-I-Z. P-R-I-Z, prison. You've got probably is P-R long O-B-L. P-R long O-B-L. Procedures, P-R long E-R. Procedure, P-R long E-R. Prior. Secure is SKUR, S-K-U-R. Secure, SKUR. You have sergeant. I picked the one with the vowel in it. You can write S-G-T or S-A-R-G-T. I like the one that looks more like it, S-A-R-G-T. You've got seriously. Serious is Sears and then L-I. Sears, seriously is seriously. Service, S-F-S. She was, S-H-E-F-S, S-H-E-F-S. Similar is SLAR, S-L-A-R, similar is SLAR. So fast, S-O-F-Z, S-O-F-Z. Testify, T-E-F, testify. That B is T-H-A-B, T-H-A-B. That the, T-H-A-T. That was, T-H-A-F-S. That you put in the asterisk, T-H-A-U with an asterisk. That your, two strokes, T-H-A and then your. Okay, two strokes. There is, T-H-R-S. There was, T-H-R-F-S. This is T-H-S, T-H-S. Time of that accident is N-A-F-X. Time of that accident. Time of the accident, N-E-F-X. Time of the accident, N-E-F-X. And then this one didn't come out, so let me enter it. N-A-F-X. And I'm going to write time of that accident. Sorry. Time of that accident. Okay, so next time I stroke it, N-A-F-X, It'll come out, okay? You've got time of this accident, NIFX. Let me enter it. Time of this accident. Make sure it's typed in correctly, and then okay. Okay? Today is TOD, TOD, toward. TWARD, toward, TWARD. You've got unconscious, UN conscious, UN conscious. Vehicle is VEEK, VEEK. Vicinity is VINT, V-I-N-T, VINT. These are such good briefs, you all. You have violence, V long I-N-L-S, violence. V long I-N-L-S. Warrant is W-A-R-N-T, warrant, W-A-R-N-T. So let me give you search warrant. It's not there, but let me give you search warrant. So it's S for search, and then warrant is in there. S warrant is search warrant. You want to know that. Weapon is W-E-P, weapon, W-E-P. Deadly weapon is D-W-E-P. Deadly weapon, you're going to hear that, D-W-E-P. What, W-H-A. What he, W-H-A-E. What he was, W-H-A-E-F-S. What he was, that's a good one. What she is, S-W-H-A-E. What she. What she was, these might be kind of hard, is S what? E-F-S. Okay, and it's what she was. What the is W-H-A-T, what the? What you, W-H-A-U. What you are, W-H-A-U-R. When he, W-H-E. Remember, W-H in a phrase is when, but add the E and it's when he. When he was, W-H-E-F-S. W-H-E-F-S. When she, S-W-H-E. When she. When she was is S-W-H-E-F-S. When she was. Where is W-R-S, W-R-S. Where I, W-R-I with an asterisk, where I. Where is that? So I would write, you could write, where is that? Okay, two strokes. Which is K-H-S, which is. Who was, W-H-O-F-S, W-H-O-F-S. With the, W-T. Witness, W-N-S, one time. You have would have, W-O-U-F. Would you please, W-O-U-M-S, would you please. Yellow light, Y-L-T. You know, Y-O-U-N asterisk, make sure you know that one. You say, U-B-Z. Okay, U-B-Z for you say. So I'm going to dictate these now, write them down, try and have your book right by you, your handout, and look at them so you know how to write them. Make your flashcards, okay? Like I say, they have them at the dollar store and they're $1 for the flashcards, the big ones. Here we go, find the focal point. Accident occurred. Actual. Actually. All right. All the. Almost. And a. and he. And he said, and he was. And I was, and was, and what is, and what was, another, any, anybody, anything, anything else, as I understand, as you were, at that point, at the point, at this point, at what point, at the time of that accident, at the time of the accident, at the time of this accident. Backup is 2 words. Backup 1 word. Beginning, concerned, conscious, contact, continue, continued, courtroom, day or night, December, defendant, defense. Did he say? Did you say? Direct your attention. Direction, disturbance, female, for the, forward. Have you been? He said. How many? How much? How was? How were? I believe. I didn't. I didn't know. I don't. I don't remember. I understand. I wasn't. I would say, if you would, immediately, in fact, information, intentionally, involved. Is that the, is this, it is, January, jury, just a second. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, many, March, may be, 2 words, may be, 1 word, have, may have, more than, mother, motor vehicle, officer, okay, patrol, people, period, person, police, police department, prison, probably, procedure, secure, sergeant, seriously, service, she was, similar, so fast, testify, that be, that the, that was, that you, that your, there is, there was, this is, Time of that accident. Time of the accident. Time of this accident. Today, toward, unconscious, vehicle, vicinity, violence, warrant, search warrant, weapon, deadly weapon. What? What he was, what she was, what you are, when he was, when she was, where is, where is that, which is, who was, with the, witness, would have, would you please, yellow light, you know, you say. Okay, and so I'll give you some question and answer incorporating these Greeks, okay? Make sure that for the question you write the left bank, answer right bank, left, right, okay? And this is going to be at 60 words a minute. And let me give you some words that come out. Would you please? And then state your name for the record. State your name for the record is STURND. State your name for the record. Okay? And this is at 60 words a minute. Question. Would you please state your name for the record? Answer, Ralph Dent. Question. And what is your home address? Answer, I live at 5564 Midnight Pass Road. Question, and that residence is here in Sarasota County. Answer, yes, actually it's on Siesta Key. Question, are you married? Answer, yes, I am. Question, what is your wife's name? Answer, her name is Sandy. Question, now, as I understand it, you were involved in a motor vehicle accident in January of 2009. Is that correct? Answer, yes. It was January 21. Question, and where did the accident happen? Answer, at the corner of Stickney Point Road and Beechwood. Question, and where is that? Answer, it's just east of the bridge to Siesta Key. Question, is that the South Bridge to the Key? Answer, yes, it is. Question, what time of the day or night did the accident happen? Answer, it was about 6 p.m. Question, was it dark out yet? Answer, yes, it was January, so it gets dark pretty early. Question, even in Florida? Answer, even in Florida. Question, where were you coming from? Answer, my wife and I were on our way home from work. Question, how did the accident happen? Answer, the bridge to the quay was going up. So I stopped and a car coming out of Beechwood slammed into the side of our car. Question, is this a drawbridge? Answer, yes. Question, at the time of the impact, how fast were you traveling? Answer, I was stopped. Question, and how fast would you estimate the other car was traveling? Answer, I don't know. So you've got, remember, some of those proper names aren't going to come out, so just write them. Let me see, I think Florida is FLA twice with an asterisk. Yes, okay, FL asterisk twice, no A. FL. And this is going to be at 70. Question, would you please state your name for the record? Answer, Ralph Dent. Question, and what is your home address? Answer, I live at 5564 Midnight Pass Road. Question, and that residence is here in Sarasota County. Answer, yes. Actually, it's on Siesta Key. Question, are you married? Answer, yes, I am. Question, what is your wife's name? Answer, her name is Sandy. Question now, as I understand it, you were involved in a motor vehicle accident in January of 2009. Is that correct? Answer, yes, it was January 21. Question, and where did the accident happen? Answer, at the corner of Stickney Point Road and Beechwood. Question, and where is that? Answer, it's just east of the bridge to Siesta Key. Question, is that the south bridge to the key? Answer, yes, it is. Question, what time of the day or night did the accident happen? Answer, it was about 6 p.m. Question, was it dark out yet? Answer, it was January, yes. So it gets dark pretty early. Question, even in Florida? Answer, even in Florida. Question, where were you coming from? Answer, my wife and I were on our way home from work. Question, how did the accident happen? Answer, the bridge to the key was going up, so I stopped, and a car coming out of Beechwood slammed into the side of our car. Question, is this a drawbridge? Answer, yes. Question, at the time of the impact, how fast were you traveling? Answer, I was stopped. Question, and how fast would you estimate the other car was traveling? Answer, I don't know. Question, did you see the other car before the impact? Answer, I saw a glimpse out of the corner of my eye just a second before the impact. Question, what was the speed of the other car? Answer, I don't know. Question, was there a lot of damage to your car? Answer, yes, sir. And don't forget, how fast, H-O-U-F-S, H-O-U-F-Z, sorry. You've got remember just Ralph, I would write Ralph and then come back F, Ralph. Okay, and then you can identify it. This is at 80, you all, 80 words a minute. Question, would you please state your name for the record? Answer, Ralph Dent. Question, and what is your home address? Answer, I live at 5564 Midnight Pass Road. Question, and that residence is here in Sarasota County. Answer, yes. Actually, it's on Siesta Key. Question, are you married? Answer, yes, I am. Question, what is your wife's name? Answer, her name is Sandy. Question, now, as I understand it, you were involved in a motor vehicle accident in January of 2009. Is that correct? Answer, yes. It was January 21. Question, and where did the accident happen? Answer, at the corner of Stickney Point Road and Beechwood. Question, and where is that? Answer, it's just east of the bridge to Siesta Key. Question, is that the South Bridge to the Key? Answer, yes, it is. Question, what time of the day or night did the accident happen? Answer, it was about 6 p.m. Question, was it dark out yet? Answer, yes. It was January, so it gets dark pretty early. Question, even in Florida? Answer, even in Florida. Question, where were you coming from? Answer, my wife and I were on our way home from work. Question, how did the accident happen? Answer, the bridge to the Key was going up, so I stopped and a car coming out of Beechwood slammed into the side of our car. Question, is this a drawbridge? Answer, yes. Question, at the time of the impact, how fast were you traveling? Answer, I was stopped. Question, and how fast would you estimate the other car was traveling? Answer, I don't know. Question, did you see the other car before the impact? Answer, I saw a glimpse out of the corner of my eye just a second before the impact. Question, what was the speed of the other car? Answer, I don't know. Question, was there a lot of damage to your car? Answer, yes, sir. Question, how much was the repair bill? Answer, approximately $4,500. Question, was the car towed from the scene of the accident? Answer, yes, sir. Question, was anybody injured in this accident? Answer, I was. Okay, and so that concludes your Q&A phrases, you all. Keep on practicing them, and we'll come right back and go on to your second part of class, okay?